welcome back to Spark of Vintage. Today we're doing the December 2025 Sonnets Garden Blooms Makers Box. And look at this gorgeous box, especially if you love winter birds and cardinals. This is the box for you. We have so many beautiful paint colors and papers this month. We have our DIY paint in crinoline and apothecary, one of my favorite colors. Fusion mineral paint, we have that beautiful white snowdrop and park bench green. Our rice papers from the Painted Photographer are the Cheerful 5, those cute little cardinals, and Midnight Glow, those beautiful lanterns. And Roycycled Decoupage Paper brought us beautiful cardinal ephemera and songbird studies. And finally, Sweet Pickins Milk Paint in that gorgeous color of scarlet. So we have a great box ahead of us today. We're so glad that you're here with us. So sit back and enjoy as we do our final box of 2025. I found some of my wood ornaments in my stash and love these dimensional 2-layer stars. I prepped them with a little bit of the Fusion Snowdrop White in order to use the decoupage papers from the Painted Photographer. This beautiful rice paper Midnight Glow from the Painted Photographer just reminded me of memories of those that we've lost, maybe friends and family along the way. And I felt like they would make such a beautiful tribute ornament to say, hey, your memory still glows deep within my heart. And I really think I emotionally felt that when I was making these ornaments. I didn't want them to be overly glowy or sparkly, but I did want that touch of gold and a little bit of that metallic on them to show that they were stars that were shining bright. I applied the rice papers using Distress Collage Medium. And you've probably heard me say before, I love Collage Medium. It has a little more open time than some of the other applicators. And also the rice paper can take a lot of wear and tear. It's really sturdy, and I love working with Connie's papers. Once the rice papers and collage medium had time to dry and stiffened up a little bit, I took a little handheld fine grit sandpaper and just trimmed the edges off and kind of shaved it back a little bit to give it a little bit of a distressed look around the edges. Then I used archival ink in jet black in order to give a little dimension and highlight around the edges of the stars. I wanted the lanterns to look like they were burning bright. So I used sunshine from Stickles glitter glue just to give it a little bit of sparkle and dimension without being overly glittery. I also took the edges of the stars and used mercury glass by Stickles in order to create that depth and give it a little bit of glitter no matter what angle you can see the star from. I wanted the wood rounds to look like that light was bouncing off the edges. So I used Color Box's highly pigmented gold ink. It is archival, and just lightly dusted around the edges, and it actually looked like the lanterns were glowing. I was so happy with how it came out. I have a little tree this year, but I've had a great time switching them out with different ornaments that I've made throughout the season. And so this little tree of remembrance is going to stay up, I think, until Christmas Day. This next project, Cheerful 5 by the Painted Photographer, just is dedicated to all my friends who are up north in all of these early snowstorms this year. I thought about these adorable cardinals sitting on their branches and just wishing they could fly south for the winter. I prepped this little wooden house with the snowdrop paint from Fusion just to give it a white base. And then I decided I wanted to do something a little fun with the roof. So I took one of my Tim Holtz stencils, cobblestone, and some of my 3D texture paste and decided to do a texturizing on the rooftop with the the clear texture paste. Now, once this dries and settles, it will have a raised up, crumbly, bumbly cobblestone texture, and I'll apply some metallic wax from Finnabar and give it a little bit of a snowy, beat up little northern roof. I traced around and cut the birds out of the paper into individual birds and did the water technique around the edges where you get a little more of a frayed edge instead of such a clean cut. I wanted the birds to go all the way around the house so that you could see them from all angles. I tried my best to match some of the grayish whites that Connie had on her paper. So I used a little bit of the crinoline as well as the snowdrop with a touch of soapstone that I got from a previous box with Sonnet in order to get like a bluish grayish color. I used some of my metallic waxes in silver and white pearl in order to give some texture to that cobblestone and to give it an opportunity for you to see a little bit of the dimension before I buried it under snow. I'm using snowflake paste from Finnabar from Prima Marketing. It has that very opaque white paste in it, as well as a little bit of shimmer and sparkle that might replicate ice. So I just used the snowflake paste all around the edges of the house and gave a little bit of a touch up to each one of the birds as well, so that they look like they were all snitting on snowy little branches. And there they are, those cheerful 5 cardinals, and I got cold just looking at them. I'm pretty sure we'll see them down here in Florida pretty soon. Next is our Cardinal ephemera by Roycycled, and probably one of the most beautiful collage papers I've ever seen. I prepped this wood sign that already had the natural rope attached to it with the snowdrop white. Using Royce's decoupage paper, had that perfect fit for that oval round shape, and it just fit in perfectly. This was such an easy project to make. I love it's so beautiful just in its simplicity, and I didn't feel like I needed to do anything extra to it. The paper and the combination with the rope was everything that it needed to just be perfect in itself. You can subscribe to your own maker's box at sonnetsgardenblooms.com. For this project, there were so many options in the Roycycled paper of the Songbird studies this month. I repurposed this baker's slab or pizza oven slab that I found in the bins. It was stained, but I knew I could make a beautiful holiday piece out of it. I decided to paint the handle with the park bench green that came in our box from Fusion this month. I wanted to give it a little bit of a holiday look, but not make it look so overly Christmassy that you couldn't hang it year round if you liked it well enough to put it in your kitchen or maybe your little dining area. I made sure that the decoupage paper looked old and really distressed. I did some highlighting with some archival ink in Vintage Photo, which is one of my favorite browns to use from Tim Holtz's Distress Ink line. I just wanted to look like it'd been around a little while. It had a little age, but it still had such vibrancy and beauty with the color of that cardinal. I love the apothecary color from DIY, so I decided to paint this little metal bird cage in the apothecary color and then paint the bird on top red in solidarity with the rest of our cardinals that we received in our box this month. And I just love how the two colors pop together. This little tangle of twigs was perfect for my winter bird nest. So I spritzed it with distress spray from Tim Holtz. This is a very sticky, highly resistant spray if you're working with mixed media and inks, but perfect for applying mica and glitters because it dries quickly and it also is very gummy and will grab anything. I also love this little metal bird cage because the lid opens easily, so it's great for switching out your decor for season to season. So we can do a winter bird's nest now and then pop it open and do something really cute for the spring and the summer. So for this winter vignette, I just put in a few of my hand-painted vintage Polish ornaments, and I think they kind of look like holiday eggs. It really turned out to be super cute. And that is a wrap for the December 2025 Sonnets Makers Box and for 2025 altogether. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Whether you're new to the channel or you've been with us all year, we're so grateful for you. And I'm so appreciative of your support, your likes, your shares, and your comments. Have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you soon.